Hello and welcome to Artist IRL. I'm Davey, this is Alexa, and we are a little out of practice. Today we are joined by local band Lowspell. They recently released their EP, 101 Sessions. You can catch the latest episode of Mic Check that we just did with them on our YouTube and Twitch pages. You can find the links in the descriptions for both of those pages. If for whatever reason you miss a stream, you can always find those episodes the next day on our YouTube page. For photos, videos, and articles, check out setlistmedia.com. Now, welcome to the show, Lowspell. How are you guys doing?
Good. Doing pretty good.
Yeah, thank you guys for coming. I really appreciate you guys being here, and it was really fun doing the stream with you guys. I'm more so in the control room during that time, but no, super dope, and it was really cool having you guys.
Yeah, y'all sounded really good.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. It was a lot of fun.
It was a cool experience.
Yeah,
That's awesome. Do you guys have any experience like doing, like obviously live shows, but I think doing a live stream is always really different. Like I always ask because like you don't have the audience here for like live feedback when you guys are playing. What's the difference? Like how does that feel kind of performing to like cameras?
For me, I think just generally, even like in a live setting, I try to just kind of tap into a place where, I don't know, I'm kind of like in a zone, you know. So I generally try to tune out my environment a little bit, or I try to generally tune out my environment, but I will, you know, still be tuned in a little bit. But I don't know. It didn't make a huge difference for me today. I felt pretty locked in. It's also cool to just perform and also see like all the production that's going into it at the same time. So, I don't know. I had an interesting experience today. It wasn't bad. It was really cool. So,
yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, no, it's always really fun because I really liked how the set looked. We're trying to diversify the sets for every band. That's kind of something we're trying to be more intentional about. And your guys is like, we really liked how it turned out.
I feel like this whole stream was really like experimental with us too. Like it was really cool that you brought out the projector because I'm like, dang, that looks really cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm glad it worked out.
Yeah, and like even with like you guys doing like an intro song too. Like we haven't really done that before. I usually just go like straight into like just me talking first. But I think it kind of eases like my nerves a little bit and just makes everything like more cinematic too. So. Yeah, y'all give us a lot of good ideas.
And shout out to y'all. You guys were exactly on time to the call time that we set.
We got a DM at 4:00 on the dot. It's crazy that you were here, and I'm like, dang.
Yeah, so shout out to y'all. We really appreciate you guys. Yeah. But yeah, I guess let's just jump into the interview. So like I mentioned, you guys just like recently released a live EP full of live recordings. What was the process of putting that together?
Yeah, it was really cool. We've never done a like live recording before. So that was definitely a different experience, and I don't know. Yeah, it felt different, and I don't know. I think it turned out really, really well, and I think kind of because we practice so much and kind of write, at least as of right now, write a lot of our songs to sound good live. Like that's kind of what we focus on more. I think it translated really well into a live recording, like live studio recording. But yeah, I mean, we just kind of came in and played the songs and then, you know, did a couple takes and I mean, it took all day, but like, that's like all we did. And then we, did some vocals after the fact and yeah, it was pretty straightforward, cool setup. And Matt Orm, the guy who, recorded us, he's really easygoing and he made it really easy for us and we kind of experimented a little bit as well, so yeah, it was cool.
What kind of goes behind like making like a set list before a show?
I think we kind of have like I guess kind of like a typical set that we'll do. Like there's certain songs that we know we'll usually have on every set. We usually have them in a particular order in terms of how it flows. But we mostly just look at how much time they want us to do the set for, and then we'll kind of like choose the songs that way.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool. Wow.
Yeah, we practice some transitions between songs and stuff, so I think there's like blocks of songs that we have usually.
Yeah, and oftentimes we'll rearrange a set based on how those transitions sound, which I think is really cool. It's something we've kind of only started doing the past couple months, really focusing on the transitions between songs. So yeah, that goes into a lot of how we're kind of arranging the songs.
Yeah. Is there like a lot of improv that goes into like each performance, or are you guys kind of like locked into like a particular sound, or mix of both?
I would say there's a mix of both now, especially with those transitions I mentioned. Like if we have a set where we have a good chunk of time to just take our time in between songs, we will just kind of make some random noise, and we're all just kind of, I don't know, going with the flow, going with the vibes, and we'll kind of give each other like visual cues and stuff of when we're ready to move on. So in a way, yeah, there is some improv there.
We usually like kind of dedicate certain parts of the set or songs for that. So that's how we know when it's like, okay, the song ended, or it's this part of the song. Now we're going into like a more free flow improv thing. And then like, yeah, one of us will give a indication or something, and we'll go into the next thing.
Yeah.
So it's like planned, but not planned, if that
Yeah.
makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah.
I noticed you guys too, like before we went live, like you guys were telling me like these two songs, or like there's multiple pairs of songs that went like really good together. Is that like pretty common with all of your music? Like, do you guys have to play them in that order, or do you guys kind of switch it up? Or
We've started to kind of switch it up a little bit. But yeah, like like kind of decided like, you know, like these two songs kind of work together. These three songs kind of work together, and kind of practice transitions that way. But yeah, I think we've started to kind of branch out a little bit the past couple shows and the next couple of shows.
I was gonna say also like the newest song that we played earlier, Observer, that song's pretty drivey, pretty high energy. So a lot of the time we may adjust sets to where like we can endure through a set, you know, where we have some songs that are maybe a little bit slower, a little less physically exerting. That way, again, we're it's like a pacing in a way, if that makes sense.
okay.
When you guys are putting together or like trying different, you know, orders for your guys' songs, are these discussions happening like after like a live show and you're like, oh, like let's try these two together? Or is it during practices where you play two tracks and it's just like something's just not clicking, or maybe it's like, let's experiment a little bit? Like, are these conversations happening in the practices, or like just kind of after the fact, like, oh, let's just try this out next time?
Yeah, I think typically, well, I guess it depends. There's hardly I don't know if there's ever been a time where after a show we've been like, oh, that didn't work. Because I think we usually try to iron out kind of like the whole vibe of the set, I guess, or like maybe the dynamic of, you know, this song's faster, this song's slower, and kind of mix it up. I would say that definitely like we've always had the philosophy of like our shows should be experiences kind of thing, rather than just like, you know, someone showing up and watching band play music kind of thing. So we've always kind of tried to put certain songs together where it's like, okay, you know, the intro, and then we go into Cosmic Nothing. We've been doing that for a long time because it's kind of like it, you know, the whole intro is kind of a crescendo into a really fast song. And then at the end of that, it kind of fades out. And then that's like a good point to, you know, stop or to maybe put another, or, you know, have a transition for another song. But yeah, we spend a lot of time figuring that out before the show, so that way we feel good about it. And so when we practice the songs, we'll usually practice the set in the order, practice it as we're going to play it live.
Yeah, I really appreciate the attention to detail with a lot of the transitions into the next songs. Like, I think with this particular stream that we did, it felt very, and not to say there's anything like necessarily wrong with playing a song, you know, stopping, going to the next, but you know, it was really interesting to see how much these songs just flowed together. Like they were just pretty seamless in a lot of the transitions from song to song. Did that take a good amount of like trial and error, or did the songs just like happen to, it's a mix of like the songs work well together and just knowing how to vamp into the next song? Was that process of putting that together pretty seamless, or did it take some trial to get it down?
I think it felt pretty seamless, and I think we've done it a lot, or kind of like made that one of our focuses, I think. So it, I think, kind of continues to feel a little seamless, like as we add new songs or change the set list up a little bit. I feel like we don't have to put as much practice into the transitions. I think we're able, we play enough with each other, I think, to where we can kind of feed off of each other pretty well, and kind of understand where everybody's heading, maybe.
Yeah. I also think, like, not in this most recent EP that we released, but the other mini EP we released before that, there's this instrumental track called Husk.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the process of recording that song, well, that song, it was kind of like semi-live, right? I don't remember.
Yeah.
But
it started with me and Keanu. I don't even remember what we did. I think we just like both had a synth and then just made a bunch
We
of
just
noise
hooked
or
up a bunch of
something.
instruments.
And then we added a bunch of stuff afterwards, and then
we
you
were
added
just
drums.
like kind of
Yeah.
just playing a bunch of crazy noisy shit for like 5 or 6 minutes. And I think the process of getting that recording down and just engineering that whole track, for me at least, made me a lot more comfortable with just vamping and just, again, just kind of playing whatever, letting my limbs just kind of do whatever it wants.
Mm-hmm.
And I try to do that in like the sections in between songs, or even like in our intro track, it starts out with, I don't know, I'm just kind of getting a feel for like the space of the kit, but trying to do it in a musical, improvisational way. So I think having that Husk track really got me comfortable with that. And since then, it seemed like the transitions in between songs feel a lot more natural.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's probably one of my like favorite genres of music, is just like when there's just so much happening, like there's so much like noise, like you said.
Mm-hmm.
But like, what draws you guys to just noise, like so many things and so many instruments and sounds? Like what compels you guys to keep doing that?
It's fun. It feels good.
I think that ever since Keone joined, he's really opened us up to the noise. Like, I think at first, not that there was any hesitation to lean into the noise, but I think for me, it was something I wasn't super used to. But then once we started leaning into it, it was just, I don't know, it just changed the whole energy of our set. And yeah, Keone's a pretty noisy guy, so I just kind of trust him. So
I'm pretty quiet, I think, in general, but
He's
Well, when
the
it comes to
loudest
music.
quiet guy.
but I feel like I think for me personally, I find like a lot of like almost like calming and like peace, like within like dissonance, and like, you know, really like loud music, and it kind of feels like backwards, but yeah, it feels kind of like cleansing almost at times. I think like when we like really draw out, like have like, you know, a lot of feedback and noise and stuff, I feel
Feels like a release almost.
Yeah.
Like everything that was happening that week, you like just get to release it with like
Yeah,
anger and noise and stuff.
the stress release.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I really, just to kind of touch on like when we say like noisy, I feel like when most people hear that, they think like so loud that you can't like discern anything. But what I noticed when I was listening to your guys' stuff, and then when we were doing the stream, is that your music is so textured. Like I can hear every little like texture and sound that's happening in your guys' like, you know, stuff. And I think that's one, a testament to just kind of being very intentional with what everything you guys are doing, but also just like to go in and like, you know, to have all these different sounds and they work so well off of each other. Did it, you know, like what goes into, well, I know the you guys did like the live EP, and that is a whole different approach to, you know, recording and really going in and mixing it differently. How did that compare, like mixing your songs compared to like doing the live EP? Was it like how were the approaches different, and how were they like weirdly similar?
I would say it kind of just felt like a practice. Like kind of just felt like we were, I mean, like I think you know, there was nerves and stuff. We wanted to make sure we got it down and didn't mess up or anything. But it definitely, actually, I would even say there's times where we were kind of unhappy with our own parts, but then we decided to keep it because we're like, that's what it was, you know, and that has kind of allowed us to be okay with imperfection as well. But Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I guess for us, I mean, for me at least, it felt pretty natural. It felt like, like this is what we do all the time. Like Keone was saying, we play a lot together. We practice twice a week, usually, and we play the songs a lot and stuff. So, yeah, I don't know. How else would you describe it?
Yeah, I mean, recording, I would say when it comes to the EP that we recorded with Matt, it was very chill. He has great equipment. He has a huge space. Like, I don't know. It felt very chill. And
It's like a real studio.
Yeah, it's a real studio. It's legit, and Matt's super legit. And he made like mixing everything like I don't know. It was really easy to mix with him because he's very particular and just very able to pinpoint certain things. And yeah, he really took the reins, and yeah, he did a great job when it comes to like the full production. So aside from us like showing up, I think we had a handful of mixing sessions that took quite a while. But Matt did a lot of the work, and we were just kind of showing up, giving him our feedback and like our vision and stuff like that. So when it comes to EPs before that we self-produced, Zach produced and engineered, I think I don't know. Would you say it was a more tedious process for you?
It definitely. Well, I would say it's a little more stressful because we're usually recording to like a click track. Usually we know kind of exactly what we want, at least for kind of like the basic instruments and stuff. But I mean, in terms of, yeah, like, me recording it and stuff, and mixing and mastering is more tedious than having someone else do it and us just like showing up. I did really like that. That was really nice. But, I would definitely say that it's just kind of a different vibe. I don't know. It like I said, it kind of felt like we were just out of practice. We were just jamming.
Yeah.
With Matt and with us, we like we track all the instruments separately, so it just kind of feels a little more serious, I guess. Which is not a bad thing, but
and I feel like Matt has like similar music taste to us, and I think kind of understands like the style that we're kind of going for. So I think he made it really comfortable in that way too. Like, and it was nice having somebody else's perspective as well, like, in the control room, kind of helping us make decisions and everything. Yeah.
And he's very like upfront too about like, he's like, I'm going to do it this way. Or if like, you're like complaining about your part, he's like, nah, dude, I like it. Sounds good. Like, we'll keep it. So I think having someone like that because we all kind of get in our heads a lot. So it was kind of cool to have a person who understands kind of what we're going for, has high expertise in what he's doing, help us kind of just be okay with the imperfections and stuff.
Yeah, I think you need that for sure. Like, because I don't know, from a creative standpoint, I'm very critical of the stuff that I make and the stuff that we make. I feel like, and we've had like something this small as like an edit that has gone through like 4 or 5 different pass throughs because like we're not satisfied with certain things, and I think you just need that like outside ear for sure to just say like, I think it's good, and to be like honest, and when those imperfections are there, but honest that it's like to be okay with them. And mixing is such like a crazy thing. Like personally I'm learning how to mix myself. My girlfriend is coming out with an EP soon. Shout out Faith Marina. That's my one for the episode. And just to look at the project file and be very aware of every individual sound that's going into the mix is so interesting, especially not coming from that world. And I can only you need someone who just isn't part of like that the instrumental process, because I can only imagine that even to be satisfied with your work, to look at like oh, this vocal run, it's like, oh, I could do that better, and it's like, yeah, every take you could always do better, but it just takes somebody to be like, no, dude, it's fine, so it's good you guys had that going in for sure.
Yeah, I also really appreciated that Matt was like, he's like, okay, we've listened to this song too much, like let's take a break, like kind of like mandatory, we need to set this down and take a break. And it would really only be us listening to it maybe like 3 or 4 times or something. But still, you know, I think him recognizing that after a while, you're just not hearing it the same. You know, you're looking at it a lot differently just because it's not fresh. You know what I mean? So I appreciated when he would kind of tell us like, let's pause on this. We'll come back to it another time. So
yeah, definitely. It's like the same as like writing a paper and somebody like reading it over for you, because you're not going to see the typos because you're reading it how you think you wrote it, you know? So I think it's very similar to that. Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken, his venue's like a block or 2 away from here, right? I would pass by it and I just see the big like 101 sign on the side of it. I'm like, wait, yeah.
Yeah, I think he recently moved spaces. I forget where his new space is. But I think we were the last group he recorded before he packed up everything like a couple days after finishing with us. But he does have a new space that's going to be opening up. So
Oh, cool.
yeah.
Yeah, coming soon. That's cool.
Nice.
Wow. I'm like
Now,
like into your soul right
now
now.
we get to ask you questions now.
Oh, this is, I mean,
Flip the
we've
script.
never had the script flipped on us
It's
like
not
that
host
before.
IRL anymore. It's
We're in charge now.
Host IRL.
Yeah.
What's your favorite color, Davey?
It depends. Okay, so for clothing, I like burgundy, but for
Very nice.
art, I like purple.
Okay, nice.
Yeah.
That's so real. It's the context.
Yeah.
Like there's some things I like this color, not that. I get that.
Yeah. No, purple's my favorite color. I think I hate wearing a purple shirt.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is.
Purple clothing for some reason just doesn't work half the time.
Yeah. If it's like a light purple, that's cute, but like
Yeah,
I don't know,
like
any
lavender
shade
or
of like
something.
I don't know.
I don't think I have anything purple anymore.
Me neither.
I got
Yeah.
rid of it.
Hmm.
What's your favorite color?
I really like a red right now. Just kidding.
Okay.
yeah.
That's bold.
I love a red. I love like a maroon, like dark reds too. I think I'm kind of like going through a phase right now. But yeah, probably any shade of red.
Nice. Very nice.
Yeah. How about y'all? What are y'all's?
Yeah, let's flip back.
Yeah.
What's your favorite color, Keone?
Purple. I like yellow. I like green. I wear mostly black.
Very nice.
And purple. Did I say purple?
Yeah, and purple. More purple.
And yellow.
And yellow.
And yellow.
And black.
And green.
And green.
Okay, yeah, green.
How do you feel about orange?
I really don't like orange.
Like you really don't like it?
I
Not
have
even
a
in a
grudge
context?
against the color orange. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't really want to talk about it though.
Okay.
What do you think of the shade of the chairs? Is it that kind of yellow
This is
you
nice.
like or no?
I like it. Yeah.
Yeah.
You do?
It's
No.
like what is it? Mustard?
Mustard.
It looks kind of mustardy.
It's Lowspell approved. Yay.
Ding.
Yeah, we don't own them, but you know, I'm glad you like them.
yeah.
I want everyone to know I'm gonna clip that specific part of the episode and put it like as our teaser on TikTok, and everybody's gonna be like, "What is this podcast even about?"
About
talking about
mustard
colors.
chairs.
I feel like I'm in kindergarten again. What's your favorite color? I like red.
Right? I mean, our favorite colors can say a lot about us.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Like your moods too. Do you guys
Yeah.
ever have like those mood rings?
I did, but do they work? Like,
I don't know.
I don't know.
what's the science behind
I think
it?
it's
I
just
think it's
like
your
activated
body.
by heat.
Yeah, I think it's just heat.
Uh-huh.
I went through
So,
a
yeah, they
phase
work.
in elementary
Yeah.
where I just wore a bunch of mood rings, and then because I thought I was cool and mysterious, so like I think it was like middle school actually. I was way too old, and I had like a bunch of mood rings that I bought at, like I don't know, maybe like a field trip or something. And I would always wear them. And I thought, oh, this could be my thing, and then
You
it
should bring those
wasn't.
back, man.
I should.
These were cool.
Yeah, let's bring them back.
Why wasn't it your thing?
I don't know. I feel like I thought, oh, everybody's gonna ask me about these mood rings, and then no one ever did. I was just wearing them.
Maybe they just didn't have any questions. They just
Maybe they were
Said
afraid of
everything
you.
they needed to know.
Yeah,
Maybe they thought you were gonna punch him with all your rings.
true. Yeah,
Your mood rings.
I don't
they
want to
they
that
turned
guy.
red. They're like, stay away from that guy.
He's angry.
Ronnie, what's your favorite color?
I'm really into green right now.
Mm.
I like green. I like brown. I like. I'm coming around to red. I feel like red for a long time. I'm like, no, red's too bold. But now I'm like, I'm down for a little bit of red. So red is cool.
Been acquainted with red.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm getting comfy with it.
Dabble.
I really like black. I wear a lot of black.
Mm.
And I've always liked blue, like a kind of like a not quite a navy blue, but not quite a blue, like in between.
Like a
or
blue green or like
I also like a blue green. Yeah, like an aqua blue ish, like a deep aqua. I don't know. I like a lot of colors, so.
Okay. I wear a lot of black and a lot of earth tones. I really like an olive green shirt. But I really like purple and like lavender, but I don't like wearing those colors. But like, yeah. That's about it.
Cool. I feel like I don't have a favorite color. I feel like it's very contextual for me. But I guess if I had to say, if I like, I don't know, had like a choice of an accessory for something like a guitar strap or something, or not even that, I don't know, like certain accessories or certain things, if I had to pick, it would either be olive green or purple. So I guess those are my two favorite colors.
It's cool.
I'm
But I
seeing
don't
a
know
lot
if
of
I'm-
purple fans.
A lot of purple fans.
I'm also.
It is the official Lowspell color.
Is it
Purple?
Okay.
Purple.
Oh.
It is.
Damn, I
I'm
kept
working on a
using green for
trademark of
y'all.
that color. Yeah.
Oh, it's okay.
Yeah.
I kind of lied actually. My favorite color is I like purple. I forgot for some reason my favorite color is pink. Actually, that's why I was thinking
Yeah.
about like, oh yeah, I branded Artist IRL to be
Your
pink.
all your roads are pink.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. Like
Pink's a cool
literally,
color.
I
I
buy
like
pink microphones. Pink. Me and my girlfriend want to buy like pink kitchenware. Like I love pink.
Do you have a favorite
Like-
shade of pink?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Oh, I like. Let me I'll pull out the color code. No, I like a pink with a hint of red in it, like that kind of in between.
Like a hot pink.
Yeah, like a hot pink.
Like a
yeah.
Fiesta red.
Yeah, I like
That's
I
a
like a
favorite
good like pink, reddish pink, especially when I do anything like art related or anything like that. Yeah.
I like that. It pops.
Yeah.
I like
Which
shell
is the
pink.
Artist IRL color.
Yeah,
right?
shell pink
Yes.
is
Yeah.
It is pink.
It is a pink.
Yeah.
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 Which is really funny because that doesn't match our brand colors at all. We just kind of had to make it work because the show came first before
Yeah.
before Setlist. So I'm
Yeah.
glad we got it to fit in.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Let's talk about shapes next. No.
Yes. Wait.
Like,
Like, wait,
he's
hold
hang
on.
on.
Hold on.
How we feeling about
Parallelograms.
squares?
Yeah.
But yeah, let's transition a little bit out of back to interviewing you guys. You know, a lot of like what we talked about has been like, you know, definitely the synergy between you all and like making it all like happen and it really feels like it. Like I could feel the energy of you guys performing, and it's like I can tell you guys work really well together, and it really comes through, which I think is something that I appreciate, because I think that's kind of like what I hope that our stuff comes across as, is like people who work really well together and are friends. And I kind of want to know like how this all came together. Like how did you guys, you know, form as a group, and how did you all meet, either individually or, you know, how did the band come together?
You want to say?
Well, I was in this band 1800s.
Imposter.
I was not in the band 1800s. They were. And this was how many years ago? Years ago.
This is before COVID, wasn't it?
Before
Was that
COVID
2022?
already?
2022, I think.
Yeah.
Was that when the
When
last
was our last show?
That's
Yeah.
when-
I think that was our last show was 2022.
computer?
Yeah.
Search their last show.
Do you have your phone on you?
I do. In case this question pops
Well,
up.
I think I knew Liz. I think I
I think-
knew
I was
you
gonna say, I think
before
you
that.
guys knew
kinda
each other.
you just like through like other like musicians in Fresno.
Yeah,
But
other
I think
mutuals.
1800s. I think was the first time I actually played music with you.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
And then I think Tomas found you as like a bass player for 1800s.
Mhm.
So that's how
And that's how I met you guys. Yeah.
Yeah. And then
Well, yeah, because I came on, and then you came a little bit later. So then I didn't meet you until you came on. I think. I don't think we knew each other before. Yeah. So.
and then some years later, K
Dog.
Facebook Marketplace.
I bought a guitar pedal off of Zach. And then the rest was history.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yep.
wow. And now y'all
Nothing
are
too
2 years
crazy.
old.
Now we're about to be
Yeah.
2 years old next week.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Well, I don't know the exact date, but our first show was Porch Fest 2 years ago. So
And I was at the Porch Fest show, but I was not in the band.
that's right.
Yeah.
That's right. He was at
That's
the
weird.
first
You
show.
guys sucked.
Wait, did you guys already know each other?
No,
No, I ran into Mark.
he.
But you saw us play what? I didn't know that.
Yep. I ran into Mark from Fantasy Field.
Yeah, it was a band I was playing in before this.
Yeah. Just on the street. And he was like, hey, we're going to have these bands play over here. And we're like, sweet, we'll go over there. And then saw you guys.
Wait, did you know Mark?
That was the
He
one I
just
met
met him.
Mark.
What?
Just on the road.
Crazy.
So Porch Fest and Marketplace bring people together.
Yeah.
They really
And
do.
Mark.
And Mark.
Mark.
Shout out to Mark.
Shout out Mark Jen.
Wow.
How does the marketplace conversation go? Like when you meet like
Dude.
you all met through marketplace?
Did I lowball you?
No, I don't.
I
Okay.
kind
Think
of
so.
hope you did. No.
No, I think no. It was actually kind of funny. I don't remember how the conversation went on Facebook, but I think I had it at a pretty decent price, maybe, because you were just like, "Hey, I want this. Let's meet up." And so we met up at Ampersand, the one that Liz actually works at.
Whoa, everything's
Oh, then Liz
It all
was
comes
there.
together.
shit.
No, but we met. I gave him the pedal, and then it was literally like we were talking a little bit about music and stuff, and then I think we had a lot in common in terms of like music interests, and so then when I left, it literally was like, oh man, should I have gotten his number? Like, should we be friends? And I was like, oh, I don't know. And so then I was talking to my wife, Steph, and I was like, I don't know. I feel like this is like, should I have gotten his number?
Like high school.
Should I have gotten those digits? And then she's like, just message him. And I was like, all right. So then I just messaged him. I was like, hey man, I hope this isn't weird, but I feel like we'd be friends. We should hang out sometime. And then I think you were like, I was literally thinking the same thing.
Yeah, I think I went to Carly and was like, yeah, I probably should have like gotten his number or something. Because I'm not from Fresno, so I wasn't playing music with anybody at the time, and was like looking to find people to play with and stuff. And it's like that was a missed opportunity. And then 30 minutes later, I got
and then
a message
also
from
we found out that we live in the same neighborhood too. So
yeah, 3 blocks away
like
from each other.
3 blocks. Yeah, 3
That's
blocks away.
crazy.
God, it's destiny. That's
I
crazy.
know. It was
crazy.
meant to be.
Selling the pedal, driving back. Being like, is he following me?
Yeah.
I had this like really strange Facebook Marketplace story that I wish would have gone as well as this story here. So I'm really into manga. I really like anime and manga and all that, and so I collect a lot of it. And I bought like a box set off of some guy on Marketplace, and we ended up exchanging numbers, but I felt kind of like not pressured into it, but kind of like it was kind of weird. I was like, he sells me the manga, and I might cut this out, I don't know, but he sells me the manga, and he's like, oh, so how's it going? I was like, oh, good, man. And he's like, you collect manga? I was like, yeah, no, I'm collecting it. He's like, yeah, no, I'm selling it because like my family member died, and I need the money. And I went, oh, I'm just a downer. I'm sorry, but like I was sitting there, and I was like, and I have a hard time handling like really intense like stuff like that because like I don't know him, you know, like and so I want to be like, because obviously he's sharing because it's like, oh, you need someone to talk to, and I'm like, yeah, but I have a tendency like when I'm really uncomfortable I like to laugh, so I'm like, okay, don't laugh, and I'm like so hyper focused, and I'm like sweating
The intrusive.
because the intrusive thought of like laughing because I don't like, it's not funny, but like I just didn't know he would say that. And he's like, yeah, he's like, so like I'm also kind of like looking for friends right now if you like want to like talk about manga or something. And I was like, oh yeah man, like, and I had to pay him through Apple Pay. That was the only thing he has. I was like, okay, well I guess we're gonna exchange numbers right now. And then he sent me like a few texts, but like I just like, one, I'm a bad texter. I'm just notoriously bad at texting. But another thing is like, oh man, like I feel like the vibe is weird. Like,
Yeah.
and so like I felt bad, and eventually he stopped texting me. But but it's like funny in the sense of like I get oversharing. I just was not ready.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
And like,
feel you. Yeah.
Yeah. What was the manga?
it was the first box set of Naruto. Yeah.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Wow.
Well, you got some good manga out of it.
Yeah. And I unfortunately
paid.
did lowball him. So
Good.
It's okay.
Good.
yeah.
I bought a Papa San chair like
Nice.
a few months ago, and then I pulled up to the lady's house, and then I recognized her, and I guess she's like a big foodie influencer in Fresno, and I was like, "Are you?" And she's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Oh, okay." Cool.
Was she the one lady that me and Ben ran into?
Yes.
yeah,
Yes,
okay.
that lady.
Yeah.
Shout out Feast and the Foodie. I like your content. I unfortunately really like Facebook Reels right now. I feel like a mom. And all I have is like teacher content and like what I make my kids for lunch today. I'm like, oh my God, I'm so tapped in. And then my TikTok is just like brain rot, like Sneakers O'Toole, Family Guy
Different
bits.
platforms for different things.
Facebook has Reels now.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I haven't had a Facebook in like 10 years, so I don't know.
Probably for the better.
Yeah.
Although
Yeah, you're not
Marketplace.
missing out.
Marketplace.
I've used OfferUp, but it's the same thing. People just lowball you.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
It's
It's
annoying.
like people's sense of value in Fresno is interesting.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's like I feel like with certain things too, there's just like a scarcity mentality of like, I don't know. It's weird. I mean, obviously the only thing I really buy and sell is like music gear. So there's not like a lot of, I mean, we got like the downtown and tower culture of music and stuff, but other than that, there's not a lot in the valley. So I think that might be why, but I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's really tough going on Facebook because of how awful it really is. Like I open it up and my uncle's posting AI memes. And like, but you always get that one good find. Like there's some furniture we have in our house, in our apartment, and most of our furniture is from like Marketplace. We find like a really good deal, and then like we found a good sound panels for our like closet in our office, and we got it. Like there was someone giving them out for free. They were like, we don't need these anymore. Here you go. And we snatched those up so fast. But unfortunately, it's just AI slop when I open Facebook, and then my weird uncle talking about politics.
Yeah.
Yeah, not great.
We all got those.
I try and play the waiting game on Marketplace because I'm like, I know it's going to be cheaper. Like, I know it's going to pop up, and I know, like, I don't know, there's going to be a better deal out there. Because that same chair I bought for, like, $80, and then someone else was selling the same chair for $20, and I'm like, bruh, I'm not going to do this anymore. No more Marketplace.
Get them both and then flip one of them. Like, sell it to someone else at a higher price. So,
Yeah.
Like $90,
$200.
$200.
I think if you all get Marketplace, you just continuously lowball until you have the offer that you want, So like we start at 20, 40, 60, and it's like, cool, I'll pay 65 for those. We could all come together and make a lowballing ring.
Zach and I have coordinated it. We never had to do it yet, but like when we bought my guitar cabinet, and I feel like there were a couple things that we've gotten for the band where it was like, okay, we're going to lowball this person. And then if it doesn't work, the other one of us will go in and like do a better offer or something and see if it works.
Yeah.
But so far it's worked.
I think that's how. Yeah, that's how
a
we
good
got
strategy.
your cab.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We did get a good deal on that.
yeah.
Whatever works.
Yeah. I've been seeing people like sell food on there, and I'm a little iffy about it because one of them was just like a crab boil, and I'm like, oh no.
There's some sketchy stuff.
good,
on
though.
Facebook.
I was thinking like pastries.
No, no, it was just a bag. I'm like, ooh,
yeah, I wouldn't.
no.
My favorite thing was I saw someone post these hands on there, and it was free. And it was just like someone's fists.
That's
Tight.
really funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, I respect that.
I saw someone put a listing for like I forgot what, some audio gear that I was looking for, and instead of a listing to sell it, they were like, "I'm looking for this specific thing. Can anyone let me know if you find it?" Like, what?
Is it like a lost thing, or that they're
Like
wanting
they
to buy
just
one?
want to like sell. They're looking to buy one, so they listed out
like
like
the
if anyone knows
IS.
any sellers, please send
Yeah.
it. Like if I searched up this item, I'm also looking, dude. Like this is not the place for that.
Yeah. I know. Someone put down like the exact like Doc Marten sandals I wanted, but it was another in search of like, oh, I'm looking for these. And it was like my size and everything. And I'm like, I will get you. I will find you and I will get you. So if you're out
And
there,
those
I will
sandals.
get you. Weren't you guys on a podcast recently too? Or
Oh yeah, we were on my God,
Local
Local Harmony.
Yes.
Jeez, I'm sorry, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were on Local Harmony.
That was a while ago.
Yeah, that was fun.
yeah.
Yeah, Evan. Sorry, Evan. I forgot your
That was
podcast
a while
name.
ago. When was that?
In the summer?
It was like a couple months
I
ago.
remember it was
Maybe.
In the
hot.
summer. It's almost
It
a year.
was in the summer, last summer.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn, dude. Time is weird.
It really is.
It is.
Yeah. I can never tell what time of the year it is because like it feels like the weather doesn't make sense anymore. Like wasn't it like 90 degrees like 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, but it was also
And then
like,
it rained.
Yeah, then it rained.
It's supposed to rain again this next week.
It is.
it?
It
And
is?
thunder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, I love the rain, and I'm glad for it. You know, happy for it.
Yeah.
I just hate that it doesn't make sense ever. Like,
Right.
yeah, because like I don't know. I feel like I can never put away clothes. Like my winter clothes can't go
Yeah.
anywhere because I might need them next week.
That's
Yeah.
true.
True.
I put away my winter clothes too early this year,
Me too.
and then I have to dig them back out.
Yeah, me too. I put my favorite sweater away, and I'm like, fuck, I have to go through all these
Yep.
boxes. Yeah, I hate it.
I am happy because it feels like we're getting like an extra long spring.
Yes.
Even though it's like when it was like 90 degrees and the days where it's like mid and high 80s, like it feels like a hotter spring. I feel like we got a short winter as far as the cold goes.
Yeah.
And spring is my favorite season. So
Same.
I'm not complaining. Like a lot of, there's been a lot of like blooms. I don't know how many blooms we've been getting since like what, January? Like
Yeah.
we got some early blooms, and I like being outside and stuff. So
Yeah.
I'm enjoying it.
Yeah.
I'm trying not to think about what the summer is going to be like.
No.
It kind of scares me. So yeah.
Yeah, but that's a summer problem.
Yeah.
I think what sucks is like, well, I personally, I feel like I have better winter clothes than I do like summer clothes. But our apartment complex gets so hot. Like it's so, like the insulation just makes our apartment so hot that we have to turn the AC on. And like, I'm not looking forward to that bill.
Yeah. I think it's just like having carpet too. It just makes everything feel muggy, and I hate it. And I'm not looking forward to it.
No, we already decided our next apartment's gonna have a tile, like when we do eventually move. But yeah, like so this is like way off topic, but I don't know if this is true, and maybe you guys know. I always hear like if you just leave the AC running all the time, it's gonna make your bill cheaper.
I've heard that too. I don't know.
I don't know. I feel like I understand the logic behind that, but I also don't want like I'm not gonna try it and then my bill will be super high.
Well, I think if like if you raise the temperature more, then it'll be fine. And only like if you're really hot, then you just turn it down. But
Well, I feel like it
Yeah,
would depend
it
on
is-
how
it's
well insulated your house is, right? Because if because I think the idea behind it is that it's not constantly turning on, getting up to temperature, and then
Yeah.
you know.
yeah.
But if your house is not insulated very well, then it's gonna keep doing that. So I don't know.
yeah.
I think it's more insulation than it is.
I feel like ours is pretty well insulated, like our apartments.
Yeah.
Yeah. So maybe yours is more insulated than mine, but I mean, I'm willing to try it. Also, like we have a cat, and so like I don't want it to be super hot while I'm gone, so I have to keep the air on, you know.
Yeah.
Pending 2 cats. I don't know. I'm still on the fence.
Please, kid, please.
But yeah, I don't know. I feel like asking because I always feel like I hear that, but I want to find someone who's tried it.
I think that's true, but kind of like you said, depends on the insulation. I'm sure it also depends on like how old your unit is, like the AC unit,
Yeah.
you know, because
It's a
they're
newer
not
one's
all
more
very
efficient kind of
energy
thing.
efficient.
Yeah.
You got to clean your filters.
Yeah, that
That's
too.
true.
Maybe with like blackout curtains, you know, just make it really dark in there, dark and cold.
I don't know.
That might be
Be a
good.
vampire.
Yeah.
I don't know because I feel like I had them before, maybe in like my early 20s, and I had blackout curtains, and I always felt like I was in a bad mood. So like I don't know, is the heat worth, you know,
True.
like the mental, you know what I mean?
What kind of bad mood do you want to be in? A heat
That's
bad
true.
mood or a no light bad mood?
You know, maybe a no light bad mood.
I would rather be
I
light
hate
bad
being.
mood.
Yeah, I mean, in the heat, I mean, in the peak of the summer, I don't want to be outside. I don't want to see the sun after like 10 a.m., you know?
Yeah.
So the darkness is nice in the summer. And then when it's dark, I like to go out. Except for, I hate mosquitoes. That's the thing that I cannot stand
cannot.
about the summer,
Yeah.
especially here in the Central Valley.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I hate them.
Yeah, it's bad.
I feel like they never went away in the winter.
No.
No, there's
I kept getting bit. Yeah.
It feels
Yeah.
personal too. Like they're never gone. I don't
Yeah.
know. Yeah.
They're evolving
Yeah,
to live in the winter. Oh my god.
yeah.
I don't think it gets cold enough to kill them in the winter.
Yeah, maybe.
That's disappointing.
I don't know.
Do you guys remember? I don't know if you guys remember last year, or it might have been the year before for Porch Fest. But do you guys remember it being so hot?
Oh, it was nasty.
It
That was 2 years ago.
disgusting.
Yeah.
Well, last
Yeah.
year it rained, right, for a little bit.
Yeah, it
The
was
year
raining.
before
Rainy.
that, it was hot. Yeah.
It was okay. It was 2 years before then. That was evil. That felt
Yeah.
personal too.
Yeah. I remember just being really dehydrated.
We were
walking
like in the
around.
sun the whole time too.
Yeah.
There was no shade at the house
No
you guys were
shade.
playing at. I remember being frustrated with that.
Yeah.
Oh my
So
god, it was crazy.
But we
Because
survived.
Wyatt, well, his band For the Record like played like in the middle of the day, and they're right under the sun, and there was also hella people in there, so it was just like, no, I couldn't do it. I had to tap out a little bit after, but
Well, I remember for our set, wasn't your iPad like overheating so you couldn't
oh
do the
yeah,
sound?
yeah. I was doing sound too, so I had like my setup there, and I have like the Behringer like wireless whatever, so the mixer's actually on the iPad. But yeah, I kept overheating and I couldn't do anything.
no.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Damn. Do you have games on your iPad?
I don't think so.
No, you don't.
Don't
No
lie.
games.
He's lying.
I think you do. I think you have like a Candy Crush on there or something.
Probably. I mean, it might be on there. I don't know.
This is 100% Ben's bit, but when we were doing the stream, we are trying to figure out like the vertical version, you know, try to get it like TikTok live, which we
Oh,
eventually
yeah.
got set up. And I really thought about like, oh, we could put like Subway Surfer under here. Like,
Family Guy clip on the bottom.
yay.
Yeah, there you go.
Some Family
Yeah,
Guy funny
do it.
moments.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll experiment with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I would like that.
yeah, that was a whole struggle. And I was like, nah, I think we'll just we'll just play it out. Like we won't like distract, you know. But like but I also feel like, I don't know, brains have gotten so much worse. Like I love a good Subway Surfer under the video I'm watching.
I think I'm more of a Minecraft parkour on the bottom.
Okay.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Different brains like different things.
Yeah.
I think visually, when I see those videos, I think it's overstimulating for me, where there's something going on the bottom. But if I was just watching like gameplay of Subway Surfer or whatever, like, okay, whatever, that's interesting. But two things at the same time, I don't think my brain can handle that personally. But
I feel like it shouldn't be able to. Like, I feel like no one's brain should be able to handle that. And I feel like it's just I feel like the pandemic ruined people. Because, like, I feel like during pandemic, all I was doing was either at work or I'm doom scrolling. And I feel like my attention span just got way worse. Like,
Yeah.
I can't sit down and edit video for as long as I was able to do before the pandemic. I think pandemic 100% ruined people's brains. So I think it's healthier that overstimulates you. It should overstimulate me.
it doesn't feel healthy.
Yeah.
Overstimulation.
That's just your normal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause that's your brain sending you the panic signals like it should. My brain doesn't do that. My brain's letting me just sit there with Subway Surfers and Family Guy funny moments.
Whatever works. Again, everyone's brain is different.
Wait, are you guys Gen Zs?
Yeah.
That's why. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. No, yeah.
Yeah, we're all millennials.
Are we? Are you a millennial?
What year were you guys?
I think technically you're a millennial.
1996.
I'm 1990.
You're kinda
I'm
the
I'm
cusp,
the
aren't
granny
you?
of the band.
Yeah.
I'm 91.
93.
Okay. You're like 1978. So.
70.
And I'm 2001. So.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm
That's a good
99.
year.
Yeah,
Nice.
but we're that weird in between. Like we're not like, we weren't the kids that got handed like iPads at an early age. You know, we're kind of seeing the.
Speak for yourself.
Were you?
I had an iPad.
Well, how old were you though?
Like 9.
Yeah, that's different. Like they're getting like toddlers.
Yeah, that's true.
Like 3-year-olds.
That was like when their brain is still mushy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your brain's still pretty mushy
I think
at
your
9.
brain's mushy until you're
Your
like
brain
30.
stays mushy for a while.
It's mushy, but you have core memories at that point. You know.
Yeah.
I feel like you're handing, like, people are handing iPads to babies that like can't even process memory yet. And I don't know, there's a whole science probably behind it. And there's actually a paper that I'm looking to write for like my school program right now, kind of similar to that. But I don't know. I feel like we're like the in between where we had like YouTube, you know, like YouTube's like brand new. I still remember when like because my mom had a family computer, so I got on YouTube at an early age, and that's how I got into video, because I was like watching all these different videos, and I'm like, I want to do that. And so like I unfortunately make these really cringy like, you know, video game let's plays at the age of like 10.
Nice.
that weren't like that was just family camera at TV and then me talking while I'm playing.
Wow.
That's
You
creative.
guys remember like Flash videos?
Yeah,
Mhm.
Yeah,
That's a
like the
throwback.
cartoons.
Yeah.
Those were cool.
And the
yeah.
Flash games too.
The Flash games, yeah.
The Flash games.
Mhm.
Hmm.
I got exploited by like an old YouTuber because I was doing Flash animation at one point. That's a fun story.
What?
So I actually don't
Exploited.
remember like who this was, but I was like 12 years old and like I got like Flash and I had made a little Flash animation. It wasn't good by any means. Like it was made with the shape tool and all that, but I made it for some like video game YouTubers that I really liked. And I guess somebody saw that and they were like, "Hey, like can you make me one and like I'll pay you, like I swear." And then like and I was like, "Okay, sure." And like I'm 10 or 12 or something, like they're not gonna pay me anything. And I made this like really cheap animation. I sent it to them and then I never heard from them. I don't think they ever posted it. So I don't know if they watched it. They were like, "This is terrible." And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm 12." Like, but yeah,
I mean, at least it was practice for you and
Yeah.
a lesson learned.
I remember like I wish I still had it, and I wish I would have kept like some of those older stuff that I did. How did you guys get into like music and art? Do you have like any memories like that where it's like, oh yeah, like you picked up the sticks for the first time? Like do you still remember like those moments where you're like, oh, I'm doing this like forever?
I don't know. For me, I feel like when I was really little, I always gravitated to music because I liked to like dance to it and sing along to it. I grew up listening to like a lot of oldies, a lot of soul, a lot of funk, disco and stuff. And so yeah, just a lot of stuff you can like dance to. So I think, I don't know, I've always gravitated towards things that incorporate like, rhythmic expression. You know what I mean? And in school, the first instrument I learned was like trumpet. It wasn't until high school that I got into percussion. But yeah, when I got my first drum set, I think I was maybe like 14 or 15. And it was just great for, I guess, regulating, zoning out, jamming to my favorite songs. So definitely feel like as soon as I've gotten my first drum kit, like I need drums in my life. You know what I mean? It's just like a creative outlet, but also like a physical outlet. As I've gotten older, I definitely feel a more like spiritual connection to my music and my performance, and how I interact with music. But yeah, I would say I'm just really grateful I was exposed to a lot of music by my parents growing up. And they listened to like a variety of music and always encouraged me to be into music as well. So
Yeah. What about you guys? Do you guys have any like, core memory about doing music? Was it always something you were interested in, or?
I do. Okay. So I remember when I was around 8, the daycare I used to go to, one of the guys that worked there, every now and then he would like play like acoustic guitar for like the kids. And so I really remember that, just thinking it was really cool because, acoustic guitar is like a pretty simple thing you can carry around with you all the time. And I just thought it was cool. Like, oh, you can just sit down and like just play music. Like, so I don't know. I feel like I was always kind of like not obsessed with guitars, but I was like, whoa, that's cool. And so I got my first guitar maybe like around 10 or 11, but then I didn't actually like formally learn how to play until probably middle school. Yeah.
When did you pick up like, was it like always guitar for a while, or were you always interested in guitar and bass? Like, how did that?
It was mostly guitar. So I actually didn't start playing bass until I joined Lowspell.
Okay.
Yeah.
What was that transition like? Like, are they?
It was pretty smooth actually. I mean, just like, I feel like the only thing that was kind of tricky was, going from like playing like lead guitar stuff to bass is you kind of have to like simplify things a little bit, or like, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was pretty easy.
Cool. Thank you.
I took piano lessons when I was a kid and did not like it. And then I took guitar lessons after that and did not like it. And then started playing guitar on my own, and then started playing with like friends, and then I did like it.
Doing it your own way, not.
Yeah, I think it's hard. Sometimes I think I struggle with people telling me what I should be doing with my instruments.
I get that 100%. Yeah, like very small background in music. I did it in high school and college, and started on clarinet. Did not like it. I was very like, I love music, so I don't know why this isn't clicking. And I actually did drumline in I did
Nice.
winter percussion. I was in the mallet line, and then did like practice drums on my free time. And I don't know what it is. It just felt so free. Like I think percussion, and I'm biased, so like I love drums, and I'm always gonna be like drums are the best. But there's something that felt so freeing about picking up an instrument that I really enjoyed, and like feeling like I have the energy to just do it. So I 100% like vibe with that. Like, oh, I just did not like this at first.
Yeah.
But did you have a moment where you're like, this is it?
I don't know if there was ever a moment where I thought this is what I'm going to be doing for the rest of my life. At least not early on. It was kind of a more gradual thing for me, I think, music. I mean, it was always something I was obsessed with. Like me and my dad would listen to music all the time. We both would like to go to like the record store and just like pick out random stuff and listen to it. Like we'd listen to it together and stuff. And it's something we still do today. Also, shout out to my dad. He's like our biggest fan and comes to all of our
He really
shows.
is.
Oh, that's really
Thank you,
cool.
Dan.
And always buys
He's
us
the
beer.
best.
So.
Oh, the best part.
But he is also my biggest supporter as well, or one of my biggest supporters throughout my whole life with music. And yeah, I mean, I think I did trombone in 5th grade or something because I wanted to do music. I don't know why I just didn't pick up guitar first, and then in like junior high is like 7th grade or 6th grade or something, got my first guitar and learned. And yeah, kind of ever since, just kind of been, I don't know, doing stuff with it. I probably haven't been playing in bands until maybe like 10 years ago. So that was a more recent-ish thing. Yeah.
Are you guys in any side bands right now, or is Lowspell all of your guys' like primary focus?
I mean, I'm involved in a project with a friend of mine in Deep Forest Drive. Yeah, it's kind of like my buddy Scott. Like he produces all of his music and has an EP out and all of that, but was wanting to get a live band together. So yeah, I've been hopping on that project and joining for some live shows. Have another potential project in the works coming up with Matt actually. So
Matt Worm?
yeah,
What?
it's very, very new. It's very, very
What
new.
the heck?
It's a secret.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, it may happen, it may not. I hope it does. But those are the projects on my radar right now. But I also DJ. I consider that to be a project I enjoy. I'm not generally DJing my own production, but yeah, I really enjoy like curating sets and aesthetics, like musical aesthetics and stuff. So yeah.
That's cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah. What about you guys?
I mean, for me, Lowspell is pretty much my main thing. I spend a lot of my creative time with that. I kind of fill in here and there for other bands. I'm actually going to be playing with Ronnie and Deep Forest Drive at Porch Fest. So I'm filling in on bass there. I don't know if I'm going to continue to play or not, but it'd be cool. And yeah, I mean, just kind of doing stuff here and there. I think I've like played drums for some people, played bass for some people.
Yeah.
I think we all kind of help out in other people's projects.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was
When we
gonna
have
say
the
you guys hop
time.
around a lot and jump
We
in
just
when
like playing.
needed. Yeah.
I think that's an important part of being a musician is, just collaborating with people, when the opportunity presents itself, and whether that's like a short-term collaboration or a long-term collaboration, So
Yeah. I mean, when you love to do something, you do it when you can, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So not to cut, us off, but I got I got the notification that we're low on time. But I really appreciate you guys being here. Before we end though, do we have any shout outs, any final shout outs, any final questions before we call it a wrap today?
We have some announcements, I guess.
Yeah.
Our next show is at Porch Fest. We're playing Porch Fest. If you're around, we're playing at the Belmont at 3 p.m. So come see that. Like we kind of talked about a little bit before, we are going to start writing an album. So we will be posting updates and stuff on Instagram. So follow us on there if you want to know what's going on with that. And also we announce our shows too.
Shout out to all the homies who watched the live set
Shout out to the
and
homies.
will watch this interview. We love you guys. Thank you.
Thank you so much for watching this episode of Artist IRL. If you would like to watch more of what we do, whether that's check out our photos, our videos, or our articles, you can find those on setlistmedia.com. And you can find us at Official Setlist on Instagram, and all our socials are on the website as well. Definitely check out our episode of Mic Check that we did with Lowspell. It was really fun. And honestly, it was, I don't like to pick favorites, but I did really enjoy, this episode. So it was really fun to produce, and I can guarantee that you guys will like it as well. So go ahead and check that out, and we will see you guys in the next one. Bye.